Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Now we have discussed in detail the salient features of bryophytes. Today we will take up the classification of bryophytes. The division Bryophyta has been divided into three classes. The division Bryophyta has been divided into following three classes. Number first are these Hepaticopsida, also known as liverworts. Number second, Anthocerotopsida, also known as hornworts. And number third, Bryopsida, also known as mosses or higher bryophytes. Liverworts are the lower bryophytes and mosses are Bryopsida or the higher bryophytes. Now let us take in detail the first class, that is Hepaticopsida or liverworts. These are the lower bryophytes. As I have already told you, they usually grow in moist, shady habitats. These usually grow at moist and shady places like banks of streams, marshy ground, damp soil, bark of trees, and deep in the woods. And this group of bryophytes, that is lower bryophytes, Hepaticopsida or liverworts, they mostly live at moist and shady places like banks of streams, marshy ground, damp soil, bark of trees, and deep in the wood. The plant body of liverworts. Is thalloid. While studying the general features, I have told you the body of the bryophytes may be thalloid or foliose and erect. Thalloid, as in lower bryophytes, that is liverworts, then the plant body is thalloid. Thalloid means in which plant body is not differentiated into root, stem, and leaf. Example of this is Markensia. And we have also another example like Riccia, etc. Here the thallus is dorsiventral and closely appressed to the substratum. The thallus is dorsiventral and closely appressed to the ground, to the substratum. They are closely appressed to the substratum. And mostly the plant body, it is thalloid, and the thallus is dorsiventral and closely appressed to the substratum. The leafy members have tiny small leaf-like appendage in two rows. Have tiny leaf-like appendage in two rows on the stem-like structure. The leafy member, mostly leaves are not found in lower bryophytes, that's liverworts, but some members are leafy. They have tiny or small leaf-like appendages which are found in two rows in stem-like structure. So they have stem-like structure, and the small leaves or leaf-like appendages are in two rows on this stem-like structure. The most important thing that asexual reproduction in these bryophytes, it takes place either by fragmentation or by the formation of specialized structures called gemi or gemi. What are the gemi? Because sometimes question is asked about the gemi. Gemi are green multicellular. These are green multicellular asexual buds. Which develop in small receptacles. Called gemi cups. What are gemi? Sometimes a short note is asked, what is gemi? Gemi are green multicellular asexual buds which develop in small receptacles called gemi cups, which are located on the thalli. And on the thalli are located some green multicellular asexual buds which develop in small receptacles. These are called gemi cups. And these gemi, they become detached from the parent body and germinate to form new individuals. And these gemi become detached from the parent body and develop into new individuals. During this is asexual reproduction, vegetative reproduction. During sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs are produced either on the same thalli or on different thalli. That is, they may be homothallic or heterothallic. And either male and female, they are produced on the same, that is what we call as monoecious, or heterothallic, that is these are dioecious. And the sporophyte in these bryophytes, that is the diploid phase, it is differentiated into foot, seta and capsule, except rhexia, which contains capsule only. This is the simplest sporophyte among bryophytes is found in rhexia, in which sporophyte is represented by capsule only. In other bryophytes, sporophyte contains foot, seta and capsule, except rhexia, which in which sporophyte is represented by capsule only. And after meiosis, these spores are produced within the capsule, and in the capsule, spore mother cells undergo meiosis to produce haploid spores which germinate. These spores germinate to form free living gametophyte. So gametophyte is here independent. After meiosis, the diploid cells, spore mother cells of the capsule, they produce haploid spores which germinate to produce free living gametophyte. Now second class is hornworts or Anthoceropsida, but in your textbook there is no mention of this class, so we will take directly the third class, that is mosses, and in the examination only about liverworts and mosses, or only about these two groups are asked in the examination, so we will take only these two groups. That is the second group, that is mosses, or what we call as Bryopsida. As I have already told you, these are the higher bryophytes. And here the predominant stage of the life cycle of these bryophytes is gametophyte. Like lower bryophytes, here the predominant stage is the gametophyte, but this gametophyte has two stages. It consists of two stages. Protonema and gametophore. As I have already told you while teaching the silent features, in higher bryophytes, this gametophytic phase, it has two stages, protonema stage and gametophore. The spore after meiosis, it develops, it germinates and produces a creeping green branched and frequently filament stage called protonema. In short, we can say spore germinates to produce the first stage, to produce the primary stage of the gametophytic phase, that is protonema. This protonema, it is creeping, green, branched and frequently filament stage. And this filament stage then develops into the mature gametophyte, that is called the gametophore. And this gametophore, it is leafy stage which develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. And from the first primary protonema is produced, then from primary protonema we got secondary protonema. From secondary protonema is developed a leafy stage as a lateral bud, and a lateral bud gets developed from this secondary protonema, and it produces the mature gametophyte, that is called gametophore. And this gametophore consists of upright cylinder axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil through multicellular and branched rhizoids. As I have already told you, the rhizoids may be unicellular and unbranched, as a lower bryophytes are multicellular and branched. Here rhizoids are multicellular and branched, and these gametophytes, which are upright cylinder axis bearing spirally arranged leaves, they are attached to the soil by means of these multicellular and branched rhizoids. And this stage, that is gametophore, this bears the sex organs. This bears the sex organs. The protonema stage does not bear sex organs. It is the gametophore which bears sex organs. Vegetative reproduction here. We have seen in our bryophyte vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation and gemmy formation. Here vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation and budding. And gemmy formation does not take place in higher bryophytes, but here the second method of vegetative reproduction, that is budding. That is budding. And so far as the sexual reproduction is concerned, sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs, male sex organs are called antheridia or antheridium, female is called archegonium, and these two, they are produced at the apex of a leafy shoot. The male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonia are produced at the apex of the leafy shoot, at the apex of a leafy shoot after fertilization, and these produce male and female gametes. As I already told you, male produce biflagellate anthrozoids and female produce a large non-motile egg. After fertilization, the zygote develops, and this zygote develops into sporophyte, diploid sporophyte, which is differentiated into foot, seta and capsule. Foot, seta and capsule. This capsule, it produces, after meiosis, it produces spores which germinate to produce first the protonema stage and then the gametophore, that is the adult stage of these bryophytes. Now the common examples of this group of bryophytes is, that is Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. Examples of this group of bryophytes, that is mosses or Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. And now we have seen classes of bryophytes. The division bryophyte has been actively divided into three classes, that is Hepaticopsida, liverworts, that is lower bryophytes, Anthoceratopsida or hornworts, Bryopsida or mosses or higher bryophytes. So far as the Hepaticopsida are concerned, these are lower bryophytes. They live at moist and shady places. The plant body is thalloid, that is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. The thallus is dorsiventral and closely appressor to the substratum. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages which occur in two rows on stem-like structure. Asexual reproduction takes place by fragmentation, and specialized structures called gemmy. Gemmy are green multicellular asexual buds which develop in small receptacles called gemmy cups located on the thalli. The gemmy become detached from the parent plant body and develop into new individuals. During sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs may be produced on the same thalli, that is called homothallic or monoecious, or on two different thalli, that is called heterothallic or dioecious. These male and female gametes, after fusion, they produce zygote. Zygote produces sporophyte, which is differentiated into foot, seta and capsule, except Rickettsia, which contains capsule only. And after meiosis, this zygote produces spores. This spore germinates to produce the free-living gametophore. Mosses are the higher bryophytes in which the dominant stage is the gametophyte, which consists of two stages, protonema stage and gametophore stage. Protonema is the first stage which develops from the spore. This is creeping, green, branched and frequently fragmented stage. This stage produces the second stage, which is leafy stage, and is called as the gametophore. This gametophore develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bulb. They consist of upright cylinder axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil through multicellular and branched rhizoids. This stage bears sex organs. Vegetative reproduction takes place by fragmentation and this budding. In sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs are called antheridia and archegonia respectively, which are produced on the apex, at the apex of the leafy shoot. After fertilization, the zygote develops into sporophyte, which is differentiated into foot, seta and capsule. The capsule after meiosis produces spores which germinates to produce the gametophyte. gametophyte. Some common examples of this are Funaria, Polytrichum, and Sphagnum. Now let me add two more points. Riccia, as I already told you, this contains the simplest sporophyte, which is represented by Capsulani. Zooxis is the smallest bryophyte. Zooxis is the smallest bryophyte, and Dawsonia, Dawsonia, Dawsonia is the largest bryophyte. Zooxis is the smallest bryophyte, and Dawsonia is the tallest or the largest bryophyte. This is all about bryophyta. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.